everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. And today I'm happy to announce I finally finished my Cottagecore Forestcore Island Ula'ula. I am very happy it's done, and today we are going to be doing an island tour, and I can tell you a bit about this island and my ideas and kind of my vision for it. So I just saved the dream address literally a minute ago. So here I am in resident services, as this is where you will wake up from the dream. And I will have my dream address down below, and you will find right here where Shino and Chevra are right now. Here are some presents for you. These are some outfit ideas if you want to partake in that. It's completely up to you, but I wanted to make sure everyone is into the early fall vibes of this island. That's the season I chose to put this island in. And I will show you my map really quickly. So here's my map. My villagers are Audie, Raymond, Chevra, Kiki, Kabuki, Sasha, Deli, Lily, Pudge, and Shino. And I don't have my dream address on here, but I will put it down below, or I will remember to put it right here in the video for you. Fancy effects. And you're welcome to come and visit this island on your own time, and hopefully you will get inspired by it. So we're going to start off the tour by first ignoring Pudge's bubble and heading down this way, and this is the pathway to the airport. If you are looking to start there, that's usually where I start at least. But here's my airport and my flag. I did make my flag. I am no pro when it comes to designs. So yeah, don't judge me too hard. But here's my entrance, and I was really trying to go for a waiting room, bus stop, airport type of view. My idea is that you'd be here waiting for someone to get off of their flight, or you are waiting to be picked up or waiting for a flight, something like that. So this is the entranceway, and I'm going to start talking a little about the island lore. So the island lore for this island is that the original resident representative has completely abandoned the island, and I moved into the island because I did not have money for a brand new island like you normally start the game. And so I moved in because this was cheaper, and I'm trying to learn about the residents of this island, and I found that the residents themselves have sort of created their own economy and their own trade system and their own way of life, but unfortunately there hasn't been anyone to really take care of the island. So much of the island is overgrown, the pathways are kind of worn down, and there is kind of clutter everywhere. And hopefully, as myself as the resident representative, I can clean it up a bit and restore the island to its former glory. So from the entrance, you have the choice of going back towards resident services or to the left, and we're going to start to the left and head right down to the beach because this is my beachside campsite area. I chose to put the beach very close to the airport, so if you're visiting the island, you have really good access to it. And as you can see, there's these little campsites set up with the kids' tents and a few custom designs. By the way, all of my custom designs will be in the description down below, so if you see anything you like, you are welcome to check it out. And then here is our little campsite area. We do have a visitor right now, and there is a little RV custom design as well. I know this trend has kind of died down, but I've been working on this island for over a year, so it was very in trend when I made it, and I decided to leave it because I thought it was very cute. And then I do have a little cooking station and meal station for anyone who is visiting the campsite. And then from the campsite, we're going to head straight back this way to Chevra's house. And she, for her trade of the island, is she makes her own cheese and milk for the island. So I mentioned earlier that everyone has their own little trade, and it's something that contributes to the island. So if you're going for any dairy products, Chevra's the only one on the island that has them. So you have to go make friends with her, and hopefully she sells to you. And then if you're following back this pathway, you're going to come across this little laundry area. It seems as though the villagers themselves have set this up. I'm not sure if there was anything here before, but it's a little laundry area that looks like someone is in the middle of doing their laundry. I am not sure who. And then if you follow back, you first come to Audie's house. And she has a little beach side area over here for her to relax. She also has a few workout equipments as her hobby is fitness, so she can get her workout in. And she owns the Island Tiki Bar that is right next to her house. And this is where all the locals come and hang out at the end of the day and get to gossip about everything going on the island. And you can follow the Tiki Bar right down the beach as I just did. And it leads you right to the campsite. So if you are staying at the campsite, you have access to pretty much the most hottest place in town, although it seems like everyone is off doing their own thing right now. And from Audie's house, you're gonna make your way back this way and over this bridge, and here is my house. So the resident representative before me did not really do anything with this area, and I decided to start becoming the island farmer because there was not one, and I felt that that would be a great niche for me to fit into. So I do have a little seating area over here where I'm prepping some dinner for some guests. And then back up here on the beach, I just have a little fishing area as I'm slowly getting into fishing. Maybe I can add that to my sales for people. And then in front of my house, I have a little watermelon patch. And if you follow this path this way, you will take you to my farm, which is up here on this cliff. So I've got your normal little farm stuff. This is one of my favorite areas of the island. I just love how lush it looks. And then up here, all around my house is where I'm currently growing some wheat. So if you need any wheat, this is where you come. And so far, I've been doing really well. All the residents seem to be liking me. And I'm going to take you inside my house now. And just full disclosure, I am not a interiors expert by any means. I'm sure you all probably do way better than me, so please don't judge too harshly. But in our first room, this is just a little entrance area that I made, just putting down like groceries from the store and a bike, etc. And then back here is a little reading nook that I set up for myself by the fireplace. And then behind this wall is my little living room with a TV, very small, but still very comfortable, pretty simple. And then I'm gonna go oh no. I really wish there was a way to turn this off. So it looks like Chino is going to hang out with us as I give you a little tour of the home. Hi, Chino. But we're gonna head back to this room next. And the room that's at the back of the house right when you enter, this is my little art studio. This is my hobby and my pastime. I also am an artist and went to art school, so I wanted to give an allude to my real life passions here. So I just have a little studio back here. It's a bit messy. You'll have to deal. And then we'll head back out to the living room. And then to the left here, this is the bathroom area. As you can see, pretty simple. It looked a lot cooler. I have the cloud floor under these, and I was hoping it would like kind of steam through, but I ended up adding some polishing effects, and that kind of helped. But here is my little bathroom. There's a little laundry area, a little bath spa area. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. We'll head back out to the living room, and I will take you to the room that's on the other side. So in here is my kitchen. Again, pretty simple. I do wish we could change like the room dimensions like you can in Happy Home, but that's okay. I shall live. So pretty simple kitchen. Just wanted to keep things functional. That's one thing with my house is pretty much everywhere in the house is accessible, even like back here. You can get back here. So I didn't want the house to feel functional as you're checking things out and not like you can actually experience the house. And then I'm going to take you upstairs now. And here is my bedroom and closet and dressing area. This is actually like came out way better than I thought. I was really anxious to do this area of the house. I thought it was not going to come out good, but I really liked it up here. It's very peaceful. It's very comforting. And then on this side, I have just a little closet space for myself so I can get myself ready during the day. But pretty simple, nothing crazy. As I mentioned, I'm not a wizard or master when it comes to interiors, but I want to make sure that the things still looked, everything still looked nice. I don't normally do the insides of my house when I decorate for island tours, but oops, I did this time. So the last stop is obviously the basement, and this is my personal favorite room in the whole house. And this is my food storage and canning room. So as I'm a farmer, I felt like I needed somewhere to store all of my produce that I grew, but I also figured I'd be preserving things. So that's why you've got some jars of tomato and jam. We've got some cans over here. So this is my little food preservation area. I'm about to pickle some carrots and make some tomato sauce, I guess. But this is where you can come and kind of store everything and get everything set to survive a long winter or to sell. So that is my house, and let's keep going through the island. So as you're heading back this way towards where my farm is, if you keep going, following the path, this is my mushroom forest hiking trail that also is my orchard. It's kind of all-encompassing, but I want to do something fun around this lake by my house, and I thought this would be a really great thing to do, and I haven't really seen it done too much, and I think it came out really good. This is also one of my favorite builds of the island, and while I have that on topic, if you want to see me make or decorate any of this island, unfortunately a lot of it was made before I did YouTube, but there are several speed builds on this island for this island on my channel, and they will be in the Ula'ula playlist, which will be down below in the description as well. And I'm just gonna make my way back this way, and when you're at Chevra's little cheese stand, there is a incline right behind it, and this leads up to the main neighborhood of the island. And this leads up to the main neighborhood of the island. So there is a little seating area over here by a little bit of water. And the first house you come across is Lily, and she is the island socialite and hostess. She's here and on daddy's money, so she is spending money buying everyone's everything and hosting parties nightly for people. And then right down here is Deli, and he is the island researcher. So right now he's got some crops growing, and that's because I'm actually having trouble with my crops. There seems to be a frog infestation going on here, so he is researching the cause of that, and I'm hoping he finds a solution soon. But basically anything that's going wrong with the ecosystem of the island, that's Deli's job. He figures out what's going on and how to fix it and make sure the island stays in balance. And then as you saw, there's an incline right here, and this will head up to Sasha's house. And Sasha is the island's personal trainer. So he has a little setup over here, both for play and for working out, and somewhere to freshen up once you are done. And he is just everyone's favorite. We all love him. He's so kind. He gives workout classes here every day. And then to the right of his house, there is a little book store, and this is Pudge's book store, as Pudge's job on the island is to run a book subscription. So as you walk around the island, you'll see there's these tiny libraries like the one over to the left, and everyone has one in front of their house. And that's because every month Pudge will go around and he will give you books based on your personal taste and take back any books you are done with or had no interest in. So that's what he does, and he does have a book stand. If you cannot wait for him to exchange a book, you can always come here and grab a new one. Reading is a huge part of the island, and I think Pudge does a great job. And then down this incline, you are going to run into Kiki. This is her house. and she runs a bakery, obviously inspired by Kiki's delivery service. It is one of my favorite films, so I wanted to do a little nod to that inside the island, and I will have the custom designs for those cakes as well down below. Honestly, the creator was amazing who made those. Thank you so much. And then to the right of Kiki is Raymond, and Raymond runs the vineyard of the island, which I will show you very shortly. But his house here is actually a nod to my very first Animal Crossing island called Gillies. And this Raymond here is actually the same Raymond from that island. My fiance held him for me when I restarted. And he used to live next to a sunken waterfall. And since he has a education hobby, I gave him a little study area. And this ledge up here, he uses his cat tree to climb up to read up there. A nice little perch. But yeah, this was a nod to my original island. It's kind of more personal than anything, but I do think this area came out really cute, and I do love a good sunken waterfall. So going back to this way, past Kiki's house, we are gonna go down this incline right here. Hello, Kiki. And this brings you back to resident services. So we went this way, so I'm going to go straight down this time. And this will take you to, first off is, we'll start up here. This is Timmy and Tommy's post office. So in the older Animal Crossing games, if you are not aware, there did used to be a post office, and that is where you would have your mail. So I want to kind of give a nod to the older games of Animal Crossing by having this little area, and I thought Timmy and Tommy would be the perfect people to run it since no one is really using Nook's Cranny anymore. And then directly south of this is Raymond's vineyard. He takes a good amount of pride in it. Back here is all of his grapes that he keeps very secure so no one can steal them. And then down here he has a little wine bar that you can come and enjoy a glass of wine and maybe read a book. It's a little more chill than Audie's tiki bar. That's more the party spot of the island. And you can see Raymond's done quite well for himself as he was able to purchase a yacht. So clearly I'm in the wrong business. And if you go back this way, past the post office again, you're gonna go over this bridge, and here is Shino's house. Shino is the island antique owner, and I will show you her shop in a minute, but she has a little seating area back here just to relax and enjoy all of the view. And if you head south, here is her antique shop, and she does sell real art. Unlike Red, as we know, his art can be a bit sketchy. So if you're looking for art, Shino's the one you want to visit, not Red. And I just filled this area with as much antique looking items as I could, and I was kind of going for the vibe when you were like a kid and your parents would bring you to an antique shop and you were so scared to touch anything because you felt like you would just break everything in the store. That was the vibe I was going for. Hopefully it translates. And then down this beach here, we'll head up there in a second, but all the way down on the sides here is Captain's Pier. And it seems that I've set this up for him. This was not done by the original resident representative, but I want to give him a little spot to hang out in. And I also am giving him some fish for his island tours, so maybe he'll accept that over Miles. Who knows? I did give him a snack too. Hopefully he enjoys that. And then back this way, this is more of like a abandoned, natural looking beach with some rots and some trash. You're welcome to come back here. There isn't much, but if you are brave enough to come all the way back here, there may be a surprise at the end. Oh, yeah. Back here is a little pirate area. It's not very well noticed, but it's a little cute area if you want to come back and check it out, but also totally fine if you don't. And I basically ran out of ideas for this area of the island and just kind of threw a bunch of stuff for my storage here. And as we're heading down this way back to the Captain's Pier, we are going to be entering the shopping district. So the very first shop is Nook's Cranny, which is getting set for Halloween, which is in a few weeks. And there is a little seating area and a little fountain. And I'm sure this looked a lot more pleasant when it wasn't so overgrown. And then up here is the Able sisters, and they have a little seating area over here. And then to the right of the store, there is a little workshop area for them to get some of their sewing done if they don't feel like being inside. And then behind the Able sisters, following the path, is the land bridge of this island. And this is definitely the focal point of the island. I cannot pretend it's not, but this is the major like focal point. And I really like this. It came out way better than I ever could have imagined. And I honestly spend so much time just like running up and down and like getting different views of it. And the purpose of the land bridge is to lead up to the museum. So I'm sure that this museum plaza used to be this grand area. It's definitely worn down a bit, but is still beautiful. So I'll give you a little view of that. And as you can see, there are some people who still visit Brewster. There's a cookie here and a cup of coffee. And there is some seating over here as well to look out onto that pirate beach. And the museum is not fully finished, but if you want to check out, you can. I'm only missing 3 pieces of art. I was trying to finish the museum 100% on my own, not using treasure islands, and I'm so close. So fingers crossed that Red brings, or Shino brings, the art that I am missing. And then from the museum, if you head this way to the left, there is a little incline that brings you to the secret beach, and this is Red's secret beach. This is where he's dropping off all of his art goods to bring into the museum, although it seems that some of these are not real. Like I said, you want some art, trust Shino, do not trust Red. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. And then coming down this path, there is a small little apiary here. I'm not sure whose this is actually, but it's been here longer than I have, and it's very cute and adorable, and a great little use of the space. And then to the left here, we're going to go over this Zen bridge, and this is Kabuti's Zen Garden. And he takes so much pride in keeping the Zen Garden going. Look how gorgeous this space is. It is a little cluttered because I have heard rumors from the other island residents that Kabuki is a bit of a hoarder, but I think it still works because his lovely Zen garden still looks so good, so I think we can let him have a pass. But this is a great place to come and relax and hang out and enjoy the more soothing vibes. And then from here, falling back down the apiary, and then you'll go over this bridge right here, and this will lead you to a abandoned plaza area. Definitely seemed this used to maybe look a bit better. Now it's a bit overgrown, but it's still a great place to hang out, and you'll see a lot of residents hanging out here, enjoying the good weather we're having today. And that leads you right back to resident services. So yeah, this is my final look of my island. I know that since I didn't make this for YouTube, y'all might not be invested in this island as much as some of my other ones. But I'm so happy that this island is finally finished. I felt like it's just been like weighing on me for so long, and now that it's done, I can really truly enjoy it. As mentioned, this took me over a year to finish, and I'm so happy it's done. So what's next for my channel is I will be continuing on my Fairycore Island. So if you would like to see that, then I really appreciate if you liked this video and subscribe down below. And the other things I'll be doing on this island is, now that I am finished with it, I can start doing some villager hunt challenges, and I do want to decorate the interiors of all my villagers. Right now the only ones that are done are Audie and Raymond, and that's mostly because I really don't like their interiors, and Audie had the default starter one because she was my starter Peppy. So I do want to do the interiors of all my villagers, so I will be making videos on that, as well as doing new villager hunt challenges and more fun videos on this island. But anyway, if you really like this video and really want to see more from me, I would really appreciate if you subscribed to this video, subscribe to my channel and liked this video down below. I am trying to get a point that I can start making money off my YouTube, as I would really like to do this full time and I'm not able to do that right now. So I really appreciate any support y'all can give me. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!